All right, welcome back to Getting Sober, again. My name is Jay, and today we're going to talk about 10 reasons to stay sober for the 4th of July holiday weekend. But first, if you haven't yet, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you care about your sobriety as much as we do, then make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. All right, let's get started. Independence Day weekend here in the United States will start on Friday, June 30th and extend all the way until July 4th. From car accidents, fireworks, and binge drinking, we came up with a list of 10 reasons why not to drink this upcoming holiday. So reason number 1 for staying sober on the 4th of July is the 4th of July is the 4th most drinking holiday in the United States. And of all the highest drinking holidays, it's the 2nd most binge drinking holiday by both men and women. It's estimated that over 70,000 people will be involved in non-fatal car accidents over the holiday weekend, and over 600 people will die in vehicle accidents. Which brings us to the second reason for staying sober on the 4th of July weekend, and that is, according to the National Safety Council estimates, during the Independence Day weekend period, 39% of fatalities involved an alcohol-impaired driver, which is one of the highest percentages among all of the major holidays. Reason number 3 for staying sober on the 4th of July weekend is drive sober or get pulled over. Because the 4th of July weekend is so long, there'll be many more DUI checkpoints. And as we mentioned before, there'll be more intoxicated drivers on the road. So don't find yourself being one of them. Here's a not so fun fact. Did you know that the average cost of a DUI is $11,000? Reason number 4 for staying sober on the 4th of July is be the designated driver. What better way to spend time with friends and family and look out for their safety than by being the designated driver? Of course, there's probably no safer place to be other than in your own home or in your own backyard. But some of us, myself included, will be hitting the road to see those local firework displays. By the way, what are you doing on the 4th of July? Comment down below. And for those of you out there that are newly sober, this might be the first time that you're going to expose yourself to those people who are drinking. So that leads us to reason number 5 for staying sober on the 4th of July, and that is it's a great opportunity to practice what we lack in early sobriety, which is discipline and self-control. Along your sobriety journey, it's fundamental to your success that you learn to say no to alcohol. The Achilles heel of anyone who drinks is what? Free booze. And on top of that, we're always looking for any excuse to do what? Drink alcohol. On top of taking this opportunity to practice self-control and practice discipline, it'll be a great opportunity to gain perspective on how other people behave while intoxicated. One of the fundamental keys to your success in the psychological aspect of your sobriety journey is to practice perspective. Meaning stepping outside of yourself to take on other points of view to improve your own attitude, behavior, and beliefs that have been holding you back from being your best self. And what better way to see how poorly you were behaving other than by people watching during a major drinking holiday? Reason number 6 for staying sober on the 4th of July is on the very long list of sober milestones, having a first sober 4th of July is one of the badges of sober honor. Along your sobriety journey, you'll have to complete your first 24 hours sober, the first 3 days sober, which is a huge one, the first week, the first weekend, the first month, the first romantic date, the first birthday, first New Year's, first St. Patty's Day, and the list goes on and on. Just like anything that we're not good at yet, sobriety takes practice. And you already know what I'm going to say about practice. Practice makes progress. Don't get mentally trapped in the mindset of perfection or nothing. Sobriety isn't a one and done attempt. You don't need to worry about staying sober forever. You just need to stay sober today. Remember, it's easier to stay sober than it is to get sober. Reason number 7 for staying sober on the 4th of July is alcohol and fireworks are a bad combination. We already know that alcohol impairs our judgment, and just like drinking and driving is a bad combination, shooting off consumer fireworks and drinking any amount of alcohol is absolutely a bad combination. Keep in mind that even though it's a federal holiday, First responders and emergency medical services will be spread thin with the higher volume of emergencies during the holiday weekend. Normal emergencies will still be happening, such as domestic disputes, violent crimes, and car accidents. But then add to that mix first, second, and third degree burns from fireworks. It might be more difficult to even find the treatment that you might need if something bad were to happen. Reason number 8 for staying sober on the 4th of July is you have the opportunity to show your friends and family that it's possible to have a good time without drinking. Going back to the long list of sober milestones, one of our duties becomes to set a great example for others. We always say that you only need to be a few steps ahead of somebody else to lead them in the right direction. This doesn't mean preaching to others about your sobriety or telling them why they need to stop drinking. It simply means leading by example and opening your friends and your family to the possibility that they could do it too. Who knows? You could be the person that can help them to also cut back on their own alcohol use. When they're ready, of course. I'm willing to bet if you have the opportunity to admit to at least one person, yeah, I was just drinking too much and I decided that I needed to change. What's likely to happen is you'll probably get them to acknowledge that they're at least aware of the fact that they probably need to cut back on their own drinking too. And just like that, you've planted the seed of sobriety. Think about it. Just like you didn't really have anybody to turn to in sobriety, the people that you know probably also don't know who to turn to about sobriety. You could be that person for them. Reason number 9 for staying sober on the 4th of July is dehydration and hangovers are worse in hot weather. When we combine hot weather and heavy drinking, your body temperature begins to rise faster than if you weren't drinking alcohol. And so what happens? You start to sweat more. Perspiration helps to cool the body, but then alcohol further dehydrates you because it causes you to both urinate and sweat more than usual. And lastly, reason number 10 for staying sober on the 4th of July is, can't the holiday be enough? Can't rest and relaxation be enough? Can't activities be enough? When we become aware of how alcohol rewired our brains to consume it, we become more aware of the fact that we stopped enjoying activities unless we had alcohol to go along with it. Alcohol gives us pleasure in the short term, but delays our long-term happiness. And then sooner or later, we're drinking after work, with dinner, before bed, all weekend long, at every social gathering, holidays, Tuesdays, or just because we're bored. So again, I'll ask, can't the time with your friends and family be enough? Can't your home that you've decorated and made a palace of comfort be enough? I know you're not used to it yet, but it's gonna take that magic word. What is it? Practice, that's right. And we all have to put in the practice and be patient with ourselves while we start to see these new changes in our life that we're choosing for who? Ourselves. Remember, when we get sober for ourselves, who else benefits from it? Everyone. So if you're looking for more sober inspiration and motivation, then feel free to binge watch our most recent episodes by clicking on the playlist at the end of this video. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and we always love hearing from you. So don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section down below. Yes, leave a comment. I'm gonna respond to you. And with that, I wanna wish you good luck on your sobriety journey, and I will see you in the next video. If you wanna see another one of our videos, click here.